My name is Skittles, and I want to wish you a Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everyone, and Happy New Year from my daddy Myrtle. Hiya, it's Myrtle here, Hungry Nuts. How you doing? Skittles says Happy New Year, don't you? Happy New Year, Happy New Year. And I say Happy New Year to you as well. Yes, it is the 1st of January 2023. I can't pronounce my R's, so I'm going to have problems saying free at the time. I'm free, 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 free. This is me without an alcoholic drink. Yes, last night and yesterday and all weekend I have not been drinking because I am off the alcohol, because it causes too much trouble. Causes too much trouble, alcohol in my house, so I decided to come off it. I used to no drink before. Years ago I used to no drink alcohol, but I decided to come off the alcohol. And I've been off it there for, been off it since since Christmas Eve after Skittles Bitters. Now, as I said in all my other videos, I was meant to be giving Skittles up to the animal welfare team. The one they'd taken them from us, I was going to give them to them. And they asked why I wanted to give him up, and I said because he bit us. And then I actually thought about it. Wasn't it the dog's fault that he bit me? It was because me and David were arguing, because we were drinking and we were arguing, and the dog bit us. And he caught my ear, and I had to spend 6 hours up at the hospital on Christmas morning, so I didn't have a Christmas. And I thought to myself, well, I never had a Christmas, and I went out my way to buy loads of Christmas shopping and everything, but what happens, being at the hospital? I didn't, because by the time I got back, I was sick from the hospital. When I got home from them on Christmas morning, I was sick. And apart from that, I was on antibiotics, so I couldn't drink. And I'm not wanting to, because it's causing too much trouble. So I told David, there's no more drinking in my house. And I mean it. There's no more drinking in this house, because they're just arguing all the time. It's not worth it. So what have I been doing? Well, I went to my bed last night at 9:45, would you believe, on Hogmanay. Went to my bed at 9:45, and then got woken at midnight by fireworks. They didn't go on too long. They probably went on maybe about 10 minutes, the fireworks in the scheme. Probably more went off later on at night, but I was tired, I didn't hear it. And Skittles wasn't phased by the noise. Skittles just was right at the bottom of my bed. Well, he wasn't bothered about the noise. But what does bother him is if somebody comes in my garden or that, then he'll growl. But for some reason the fireworks didn't faze him. So he was okay with that noise. I went to my bed at 9:45 last night. I wasn't even watching TV really yesterday. I had the TV on, but I wasn't really watching it. So, I took Skittles out there for a walk, must have been about 45 minutes ago. Just got in this minute, dried him off because it was raining a little bit. I still got this cough, but it was raining a wee bit, and it's misty and it's damp. And all the water from the Citadel Hills and all the mountains around Dundee has came down into the scheme, and it's going down the stream. There's a stream across the road, and the water is pouring down the stream. There used to be a stream across the road from my house years ago, but they filled it all in. And then there was a lot of flooding in the area after it was filled in. And it goes right down to a place called the Dichty Burn, this stream, in Dundee, all the water. And then it goes into the ocean, I think. I think it goes into the ocean. But yeah, years ago, there used to be a stream here, and they'd done away with it, and all the old houses were getting flooded, all the old tenements and that. But then they rebuilt houses, and they're all they rebuilt houses, but they built the stream again as well, when the houses were built. So it's nice to watch, and they've got a duck pond and everything. So I go up there, and they've got swans and everything in it. So I go up there sometimes and feed the swans. Yes, it's just a little New Year's Day chat that I'm having with you. I put this new coat on. When I say a new coat, it's a new coat to wear. It was hanging up in my wardrobe upstairs. It's just a black raincoat sort of thing. It's a short jacket, and it's sort of, is it bionic finish on it? They call it bionic finish. It's like waterproof, and it's got a hood on it. And I thought I'll put it on the day just with my jogging bottoms and take Skittles for a walk. Had Skittles out for a while there. Had him out for 50 minutes. That's a long time for him. Usually I'm just out about 15 minutes, but I had him out for 50 minutes, I had him out. And we walked around the scheme, the entire scheme. And looked, hadn't been up the other end of the scheme for a while, and they've started building on Camperdown Golf Course. Camperdown's a famous golf course. But I think it's shut down now, if I'm correct. I'm not too sure. I think it is. They've started building on it anyway. They've got loads of houses on it, and then that's a shame for the golfers, if they've built houses on it. I think there are bought houses, and they're built on it right into the forest, because Camperdown's on the edge of a forest called Templeton Woods, and they've built right on to the woods. I was pretty shocked, because I used to go up there at a time on my bike and cycle out to a place called Burke Hill. I used to do a lot of cycling years ago. Well, when I say years ago, 10 years ago, it was the last time probably. And I used to go out Tempe Woods and go up to a village called Burke Hill. And I used to go into a pub hotel, a small pub hotel in the village Burke Hill. And I used to have my dinner. Then cycle all the way back, and then go the opposite way, and then around. My mum used to stay away up at the top, at the end of Dundee, near Bridgefoot. So I used to cycle all the way up to near Bridgefoot, which is just quite near, well, it's not that far from the Sidler Hills really. It's on the way to the Sidler Hills, and it's a small village, Bridgefoot, and farms and everything. My mum used to stay up there. And I used to cycle. Used to do an awful lot of cycling. Used to go out at 5:30 in the morning in the summer, and I wouldn't get home till probably about 7 at night. Or if I had my other dog with us, my collie, my young border collie that I had called Zach, he was the first dog that I had. Got him from a friend for my 40th birthday, and that's about 18 years ago now, is that? Because I'm 48 this year. Only had Sark for 5 years. He died pretty young. Used to take him out all the time. He was fit as anything, but he died with cancer. Used to go out with him all the time. He loved going out for walks, and we used to be out all day. So if I didn't have a bike, I'd take Sark with us, and we'd be away around Tempe Woods and up Burke Hill and around other places, and even sometimes out by the Sidlers. We'd sometimes walk all the way down to the Sidler Hills, and it was great. It was really good. David would be with us too sometimes. But it was good. He was a bra dog, Zach, because he was young. Whereas we, my old staff, he's a kind of really taught him out for long. Even though I had Skittles out there for 50 minutes, which is a long time. That'll do him the day. He's sleeping now already, look. Dread him off. He said his treats, said his dinner. I've had my toast and marmite, and had a cup of coffee. I'm going to be to have another cup of coffee. Right, I was talking about something there, about this coat, I'm gibbering the word here. What am I up to now? 8 minutes. I had this coat that was in my wardrobe, like a short sort of raincoat with a hood on it, and I thought I'll put it on with my joggers. That's what I was saying, And I've noticed there's a lot of magpie birds in the scheme. They're bonny birds, magpies. They're awfully bonny. And they make a weird noise. It's sort of like a sort of like that. But they're bonny, and they've been coming in my garden quite a bit. But anyway, when I took Skittles out, they were up on the tree near the duck pond, and I'm looking up at them and I'm going, they're awfully bonny. They're awfully bonny. And I had my hood up. And when I walked away, I thought this rain must be getting awfully heavy, because it was an awfully splash kind of rain. I thought nothing of it. See when I got in the house, see my new coat. What's he doing? What are you doing? He's getting his bed rubbled up. See when I got in and took my coat. Look at this. Always wants attention, huh? Look at him. His bed. What are you doing? You pulling your bed a bit. Right, anyway. Said him that. He's fixing his bed. Are you fixing your bed? You need a pillow. Get you a pillow. Anyway, see when I got in and took my coat off. I took it off and I'm going to myself. I never knew I had white on my coat. Kind of like a big streak of white. What was it? Was that a bloody magpie? Shat on my jacket. Shat on my coat. Bugger, Magpies. Bloody shat. Shit all over my coat. I thought to myself, I was like, see the big white mark on it? It was like a Nike streak. There's a big shite mark on my coat. So I've had to put my washing machine on. I've got it on a double cycle there. I've put it in the washing machine on boil. So I've got my washing on. I'll never get it dry because it's raining. So I've got it on a washing. Hopefully it comes out okay because my jacket's black. And this bird shites out of it, and it was a massive big. Well, not that you want if you're eating, sorry. You could just imagine it. It was like dirty buggers, magpies. So that's that. They say that if a bird shites on you, though, it's meant to be good work. I'm not too sure about that. Some people say that. But it was smelling and everything, and it was like dirty bugger, that magpie. So it's in the washing machine, my coat. No, the magpie. The coat's in the washing machine. So I'm going to get going just now. I'm going to get going. I'm going to make myself a cup of tea or a cup of coffee. I've got tons of coffee for my... I've got 2 coffee machines. Remember I tell you I got another and I went away and bought a new coffee machine. The other one I bought just 6 months ago and I went away and bought another one. So I've got the Dolce Gusto in and I've also got the Costa Coffee in. So I'll go and make myself a coffee and chill out. He's mucking about with his bed. Look at him. What you doing, Skittles? What you doing? Glad I never gave him up to animal welfare. To tell us not to. Tell us not to. He's too good a dog, eh? You good boy? Eh? You good boy, aren't ya? Pretty boy. Yeah, you're pretty. Right, I'm going to get going. Have a nice new year. And I will see you on my next video. Take care. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, could you maybe consider it? It would help my channel. And yeah, it would help my channel. I don't understand how people that do food reviews get so many subscribers. I think it's a con. I really do. I really think it's a con with some of them. Right, I'm going to get going just now. I'll see you on the next video. Take care. Bye from Murdo. Hungry Nuts with a Z. Hungry Nuts with a Z. Remember, with a Z. Bye for now. Take care. Cheerio. Love yous. Mwah. Coffee time.